Let's talk about something that feels like a total paradox in online business. How do you get people to buy what you're offering, but without making them feel like they're being sold to? Today, we're diving into the psychology of how to sell without actually selling. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, right? You know the feeling. You have to make sales to keep the lights on, but the second you get a little too salesy, you can almost feel your audience pulling away. So how do you break that cycle and still build a successful business?
Well, here's the thing. The answer isn't some new sneaky sales tactic or a clever script. The most powerful strategy out there today is a complete shift in how you think. It's about stopping the direct sales pitch and starting to build a real, genuine community around your brand. And that shift from just trying to sell something to actually building a community, it changes everything. It's about creating a space where people feel like they actually belong. And when you do that, sales become this natural, easy byproduct of the connection you've built.
So what are we even talking about when we say brand community? Well, think of it as a group of your absolute best customers, all brought together because they share the same identity and values that your brand stands for. You know, this used to be a kinda cool, nice to have thing. Not anymore. For any kind of long-term growth, it's an absolute must. And the payoff here is just huge. It's not just a list of good things. It's a powerful cycle that literally feeds itself. A strong community leads to more recurring sales. That success makes your brand feel more valuable. That value gets people talking, that amazing word of mouth marketing. And that transforms your customers into your most passionate ambassadors, who then go out and bring new people into your community. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds great, but where do I even start? Well, like building anything that's meant to last, it all starts with getting the foundation right. You just can't build a strong community on shaky ground. Your very first move, before you do anything else, is to get crystal clear on what your brand's mission and values truly are. Because let's be real, people don't connect with products, not really. They connect with a shared vision, with principles they believe in. That's the magnet that's going to pull your people toward you. And look, this isn't just some mission statement you write down and then bury on your website. You have to live it every single day. You do that by sharing real stories, by talking like your audience actually talks, and by pulling back the curtain and showing the behind the scenes of how you work. Being super open about your values is what builds that incredible, rock solid trust. All right, so once you've figured out who you are, the next big question is, where is your community going to gather? You can think of it like picking a spot for your digital campfire. It's that central place where everyone can come together, share stories, and connect. Now, you've basically got two main paths you can go down, and there's a real trade-off to think about. On one side, you have platforms like Facebook groups or Discord. They're super easy to set up, and hey, your audience is probably already there. The big risk? You're playing in someone else's sandbox. Their rules, their algorithms, they can change everything overnight. On the other side, you can host it yourself on your own platform. This gives you total 100% control. It becomes a real asset for your business that nobody can ever take away from you. But picking a platform, that's really just the beginning. A community is a living, breathing thing. It's like a fire. You can't just light it and walk away. You've got to keep fueling it to keep it burning bright. And that fuel, it's all about engagement. The best way to think about engagement is as a continuous cycle, not just a checklist. It all starts with offering real, genuine value. Content that actually helps people. From there, you make the experience personal so members feel like they're actually seen and heard. Then you can make it fun, gamify things with contests or challenges. And holding it all together is top-notch support, because that's how you build that unshakable trust. So let's make this real. Imagine a brand that sells natural cosmetics. They set up an exclusive Facebook group, but they don't just post product links. No way. They share beauty tips, they host live Q&As with skincare experts, and they give active members special discounts. See what they're doing? They're building value, not just trying to make a quick sale. Or take a look at a fitness brand that uses a Telegram channel. Every day they're pushing out useful workout tips and healthy recipes, keeping people motivated. They run weekly fitness challenges, which gets a little friendly competition going. But more importantly, it creates this powerful feeling that everyone is in it together. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in or what platform you choose, this right here is the golden rule. Trust is the currency of your community. You earn it by being transparent and authentic, which means sharing the wins, for sure, but also being honest about the struggles. People connect with what's real, not with a perfect, polished image.
Now, this all sounds really great, but at the end of the day, you're still running a business. So how do you actually know if all this community building effort is, working? Let's talk about how you can measure the impact and actually see the payoff.
To really know if your community is healthy, you've got to track the right things. Start by looking at your engagement rate. Are people actually liking, commenting, and participating? That'll lead you to look at the total number of interactions and how long people are sticking around. And then, and this is the crucial part, you connect all of that to your conversion rate. It tells a clear story of how the health of your community directly impacts the health of your business. Because when you get this right, the goal is something so much bigger and more powerful than just a single sale. It's about turning your customers into true brand ambassadors, people who are so passionate about what you do that they just naturally want to tell everyone they know about you. So, as we wrap this up, remember that building a community is a lot like building a house. You do it one brick at a time. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. What's the very first brick you're going to lay for yours?